And lastly, I'm going to ask you men to take a vow with me and then do something for me. First, the vow. For those of you men who are Christians and are today willing to publicly commit yourself to loving your wife like Christ loves the church, no matter what, to leading your family in the glory of God, no matter what, I would ask you to stand, just those men, married or single, and to take a vow with me today, a sacred oath in the presence of God and His men. It's not just a sermon that I'm trying to present you, but a legacy where Jesus is the author of your testimony. And so for you Christian men, I want you to stand. And I want you to identify yourself publicly with Jesus Christ. And if your wife is with you and or your fiance, I want you to now hold her hand. And I want you to repeat after me. And I want you men to repeat loudly. My church will be served. By me. My wife will be loved. By me. My wife will be served. By me. My family will be led. By me. My wife will be prayed over. By me. The Bible will be open in our home. By me. And my grandchildren will worship the same God as me. Because my children will worship the same God as me. Man, I'm going to pray for you now. As the head of our household, as the leader of our family, God has given us a wonderful opportunity to be Christ to our wife and to our children, should He grace us with them. I'm going to pray for you, and then here's what I'm going to ask all of you married men to do. You are going to pray over your wife. In front of all the other men, you are going to lay hands and pray over your wife. Some of you have never done that because you don't know how, or you're embarrassed, or you're insecure. Your wife desperately needs you, wants you, longs for you to lead your family spiritually. And it starts by you praying over her and inviting Jesus into your relationship. You can't stay bitter at a woman you're praying for. You can't stay angry at a woman you're praying for. You can't stay separated from a woman you are praying for. As you pray for her, if you don't know what to say, start with this: I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't do this all the time. I'm sorry that I don't do this in front of the children. But starting today, I will. I'm going to pray for you, and then we're going to take a few minutes, and I want you men to turn around and to put hands on your wife in a loving way. Okay? It's not date night. In a loving way, and pray over her, and thank God for her, and tell Jesus why you're grateful for her. And then when you're ready, you can partake of communion, and I want you husbands to serve your wives. I want you to take the bread, which denotes the body of Christ, dipped in the wine or juice, which denotes the blood of Christ according to conscience, and I want you to first serve your wife. And I want that to be a way that you are publicly saying to her, Jesus will be the center of our marriage, and because of Him, we will have a great testimony by the grace of God. Will you do that? And then you can hold hands with your wife and we'll sing.